It's already been a year. One whole year. Today is August the 14th, 2021, but I'm gonna talk about 2020. Obviously, that was the day when we said goodbye to our home. Now today I'm not going to show you all of that because for that I have a different special plan for that, and dare I say, from my skill and perspective, I'm going to make a short film. There, I said it too much. However, for today I'm going to pay my last tributes to the Philippines, and I'm going to do that by reading some of my posts on Instagram, because I have pour my heart out when it comes to telling real, transparent, true to me stories. And for some of the posts, the way that I have written the captions, the way that I have told the story, it just never fails to take me back. So today, marking the 1 year of our departure from the Philippines, as a tribute, I'm gonna read few posts from Instagram. Right, let's do it. Alright, so the first post that I would like to share is this one. This one in particular because it's not news that the Philippines has the best oceans and sunsets, and it made me fall in love with that. But more of what it did is made me educate, made me literate about how crucial it is to save, how we are ruining, we as humans are ruining the planet. And so this was a substantial post sharing and spreading a message. Plastics are ruining the planet, and I hope it's not a news to you. It's degrading our home. Humans have already infiltrated the planet with trillions of fatal substances. We're already late for the big part, but still we can open our eyes. There are millions of go-through points if you just type plastic on Google. And I need you to practice just one. I'm not gonna brag about social media claiming what I do, but whatever I do, still do, it's just a tiny part to make a big, tremendous change. The fact that I wrote this one makes me more happy that no, it's not a green day, ocean day, like plastic rejection, whatever day. It's just a simple day and a simple guy trying to spread the word about something that he cares about. Damn, okay. And then I end with the quote that goes, we don't need one person to do it perfectly, we need everyone to do it imperfectly. And yeah, that's true. And then I shout out my friend Bikini That's Skinny. I still shout out to you though, that she started spreading awareness on social medias, and then that got me pumped, that got me inspired. So again, shout out to you. Yay ocean, yay nature. And the last one, like, happy to see the beaches in Philippines are too clean and beautiful. Of course, I miss it. The second post is this one. This is the most heartwarming portrait of our beloved Vikant City I ever took. It just amazes me. Yeah, this is my picture, and this is so special. This so special. So this is, I posted this on July 5th, 2020. So by this point, we didn't even knew that we only have a month left. So this was just a random post. This in particular is not too wordy, not too long, but every word that I've written here just hits such a deep level of emotions every time I read it. And it goes, got hit by an unlooked for train of thoughts, jam-packed, echoing 5 years of memories, flashbacks of time, the places, these years all together got me so overwhelmed. Uncanny how bounded I am, not ready to leave you yet, think I won't ever be home. Those last two sentences, I'm gonna repeat them. Uncanny how bounded I am, not ready to leave you yet, think I won't ever be. And this is still to the date so true. Not ready to leave you yet, and then think like we still it has been a year today marking, and consciously, subconsciously, unconsciously, it hasn't been a single day that we haven't remembered vegan, we haven't remembered the oceans, the cities, the stories, and the everything of that. So moving on, moving on, moving on. Next one is a letter to the Philippines. Yeah, this is what title I would give to this post, a letter to the Philippines, because this was like pretty to the end. I literally poured out everything I had inside of me, inside of my heart, and put all the words out on a post and telling stories by the pictures. So, to the place that has grown into a home for me, kamusta ka? It has almost been 6 years here, and now I only got a handful of days to embrace all the ounces of you. You've evolved me in millions of ways, and now that I think how to give something back to you, I just sit in silence, lost in the ocean of thoughts. Like, this was August 7th, 2020, and all of these emotions were coming to me because every one of our batchmates were living in a day or two. Like 80%, I could say, we're just leaving in a day or two, but we decided like, no, we are not ready to leave it, and we didn't. We still didn't know when we were gonna go, but most 80% were gonna go. So this was like coming to me like, okay, the goodbye is there, the goodbye is coming. So it was the pandemic phase, and then we had so many plans, such an epic banger trip to Coron, Palawan, but everything was ruined because COVID, pandemic, nothing was on. So that was ruined, and then I continue with Philippines. You have taught me what actually the words like appreciation, gratitude, time, memory, regret means, and this is so true because like that has impacted. It resulted in a massive positivity, massive part of the character who I am right now, and I've learned all of that there. Appreciation and gratitude goes hand in hand, and to teach me to be satisfied with what I've got and not take things for granted. And regret has got a good grip around me to keep me fearful. Been like 2+ years of me being scared of the day to leave this place. That fear has helped me love you more each day and do all the things that I have done to tell the stories like this even when I'll be 80. True, true. You know the best thing about you Philippines? The ocean. I've fallen in love with the beaches and the daily mesmerizing sunset that makes me wonder the boundless beauty of nature. Because of you, now I'm literate enough and prone to watch the betterment of ocean and the greens of this planet. And this last paragraph. Oof. To the amazing people that I got to meet, to the beautiful places that I got to go, to the priceless memories that I got to make, to all the crazy ventures, to all the peaceful times, to all the laughters and all the tears, I extend my gratitude and treasure you until the end of time. Part of the journey is the end. Iron Man. Maraming salamat Philippines. Mahal kita. There is a traveling tagline to the Philippines, like it's more fun in the Philippines, but now that we were leaving, like I changed it. It was definitely more fun in the Philippines, and that is so sad. And I think this is. I think with this post I have got the most engagement. Engagement is, and I'm not talking about likes or shares or comments or everything, but the engagement. If you see the comments here, everybody has wrote such good words. They're telling us goodbye, bon voyage, and then everybody's appreciating, everybody's gonna miss it. The thing that has brought all this together, that's Philippines. And yeah, this explains, I don't need to summarize, this explains how I feel. Woo! Now the last but the most memorable, the most powerful. I'm calling it the most powerful because I'm gonna read this whole line to line, the post, the story that is telling, and let me summarize it later. I'll start reading. So it was 25th of August 2019. Talk about luck, talk about unplanned trips. Life sometimes throws the dice in a very unexpectedly perfect way. Back in my head somewhere, I always wanted to write out the name of our group in a wet cement or something just to make it eternal in this country. I never gave more thought to it. 2 days ago, we visited our favorite city and life played its part. There was a festival in Baguio City, that's our most favorite city in the Philippines to visit to. There was a festival which I'm unaware of, where people celebrated it by painting whatever pleases them on the road by colored chalks. It was like downtown, the most busiest touristy road, and it was closed just for that. What next? I grabbed the box myself and did this. It might seem simple to others, but for me it's like I engraved a moment in time at a place that I call home with the two assholes that I love the most. I'm gonna read that again. I engraved a moment in time at a place that I call home with the two assholes that I love the most. Moments I Moments like these are what makes me feel alive. That simple drawing for me stands to a place of one of the most memorable experiences of mine here in the Philippines. I didn't want to go from there. I just sat in the middle of the street, staring at it, living the moment, knowing what it's worth. Grateful. Now, I wrote there one of the most memorable experiences, but now that the journey has ended, now if I look back and if I recall to myself what is the most impactful, powerful moment of the whole 6 years, this moment, this one. The beauty about this moment is that I knew what those people mean to me. I knew what this place means to me. I know what it's like to be there, and it's so rare as humans to be in the moment and realize how much you love it, how much it's worth for you. Being in that moment, because when the moments becomes memories, we look back at it and we realize like, oh, wow, this was a good thing, this was a bad thing, and I love this, I regret this. But sitting here, I was looking at our group name, Non-Living. Sahil wrote there, and I was looking, we love Philippines, and I was just lost. I was already teary eyes, and again, last line, I just sat in the middle of the street, staring at it, living the moment, knowing its worth. Yeah. I love you, Philippines. We love you, Philippines. And thank you for everything. Thank you for making us into who we are right now. Thank you for the relationships that you have given us. Thank you for the memories. Thank you for the lessons. Thank you for the oceans. Thank you for just basically everything. We'll be back. We'll meet again. We'll meet again. Oh, before I forget, just a last screenshot of when I left Philippines. I took a screenshot, so I have the date, the time of when I left, and I'll share that as a goodbye.